Hello friends, if you clicked on this video, you're probably facing an important exam, and your goal is to get an A+. I am a student majoring in psychology at City University, and today I will teach you ways to easily succeed in all your exams. As I have noticed, you have taken many exams throughout your high school and university life, and I can tell you that even though succeeding in all exams may seem like a complex process, all you need is the right mindset and the right strategy. Firstly, you should stop panicking about exam stress like a little calf. Relaxing by considering that every test is passable is the key to success. Now, as the second step, you need to find a way to make studying fun. My preference is to create cards on Keylay and treat it like a game. I aim to achieve 100% success quickly with my own cards. This means turning the process of effective study for the exam into the dynamics of a game. This way, you can make your study sessions more enjoyable and motivate yourself. Now, the third important step is to understand and apply Parkinson's Law. Setting clear goals and deadlines for yourself, planning shorter and focused study sessions are crucial. For example, if you want to study for a math exam instead of dedicating an entire Saturday, you should plan short, intensive study sessions. This way, you can increase your efficiency and maintain focus. My friends, to succeed in the subject exam, you should abandon the effort of reading every chapter in the textbook and focus on the topics tested in the exam. I also use a simple method to organize my notes. For example, let's assume I have an upcoming psychology exam. Up to the 6th chapter will be tested in the exam, so what I want to do is create a Google document and write all the key terms in each chapter and then literally attach all this information to the pictures of your class notes and then try to organize it. It looks aesthetic. I'm talking about aesthetics that resemble a kind of cheat sheet where all your study notes are organized, and what you want to do after organizing all your notes is to create a separate Google document for yourself for an exam, and there are 3 great ways to do this. The first way is to find your own questions based on your notes. Probably the simplest way you'll take the exam is to create multiple choice questions for yourself and open-ended questions based on your study notes. Now, the second way to do this is to use artificial intelligence, so paste all your class notes and all your study guide from Google Document into ChatGPT and ask it to create flashcards from it, and then copy and paste these questions into a new Google document and maybe even print them now. The third way to test yourself is to get past practice exam papers online or from your teacher. This method is probably unique. I've used it the most in the past and probably the most effective because now that you've prepared these practice questions, you have an idea of what will come out on your test. You're figuring out what you want to do. Place them all on a Quizlet, and again, you want to treat those Quizlets like you're playing a video game. Personally, I really like doing those Quizlets whenever I have like 5 minutes of free time. Maybe that's in the car, maybe that's waiting for a class, or maybe that's just before I sleep, and using Quizlet is a very easy way to study, and the active recall is also really effective. How do you know you're studying well with your Quizlets? So the moment you stop focusing on whether you're getting the question right or wrong and you start focusing on how fast can I get 100% on the Quizlet, that's when you know you're ready. Now, another thing you can do that's really effective is to read your study notes 5 to 10 minutes before you sleep. And ideally, you want to do this for 3 days in a row before your exam date. So let's say your exam is on a Monday. You want to do this on Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night because when you read your notes before you sleep, it just enhances your memory and helps you remember those things when you wake up. Also, when you're reading your notes at night, don't think of it like studying. Think of it like you're reading your favorite book. It's not so much of I need to study, but it's more I get to study. I have this privilege of studying in my bed and reading these notes to increase my knowledge. And when you frame it that way, studying just becomes much more fun and easy. So what should you do the day of your exam? First things first, don't eat too much. So if you have an exam at 2 p.m., don't eat too big of a lunch because you're just going to end up being sleepy and your brain is not going to function as fast. Just eat as much as you need and don't overload your body because your brain needs some energy to process that food. For me personally, I do intermittent fasting, so I don't eat for the first 4 to 6 hours of my day, but do whatever works for you. The next thing you want to do is to relax your brain, so for me personally, I have this ritual of listening to lo-fi beats and jazz piano before I take an exam, and it just keeps me calm and peaceful and ready to ace that exam. Also, make sure you're drinking water and you're hydrated to keep your mind sharp. And if you can get some sunlight, guys, entering the exam energized and increasing your energy level is probably one of the most underrated things you can do. And if you follow all the steps and tips in this video, I have no doubt that you will succeed in your exams. But hopefully you'll gain a lot from this video too. If you break the like button and subscribe, you become a part of the family. God bless this effort. We will all win one day and see you in the next one.